Okay, so a little tip for lips. I notice a lot of times people are confused about the lips, what color to pick, what products to use, but one thing that you definitely should do, the first thing I like to do is before you start anything else, do your skincare, is do a lip mask or like a lip moisturizer. Put that on, let it set while you're doing your whole makeup, and then at the very end when you go to do your lips are plump, moisturized. Like, do they feel good?
They feel good, and you know, we've got a lip and eye cream that I love.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I'll put that on that plumps them up a little bit, moisturizes them. And one of the things that I was so bad at, Ari, you know, I grew up in the 80s with all the major lip line and
the blush and the eyeshadow. Yeah.
All right, so let's tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, let's tone it down. You know, the thing with makeup is balance. Is you don't want everything to be like extra. Like, make the eyes more the focus today, and then the lips still need to be enhanced, but like not too much, right?
Okay.
So I love to line. Overlining lips is really in right now, but like I think you can do it to a point where it still shapes the lips without looking like you have these like crazy like overlined lips, because that doesn't look good.
You just don't want to see the line.
Yeah, and then like you're talking to people, you don't want people to be like, what's going on there? So I think it's number one is choosing the right color, making sure you when you line the lips, I do a slightly darker color than your lip color because you want to define the shape. You don't want it to like be nothing, but then at the same time you don't want it to be too dark. So I'm using a color, it's like kind of like a medium kind of pink shade, and see, it just blends out really nicely. You need to get a really like soft lip pencil, and the thing is, it says liner, but you don't want to do this one line. I'm shading the lips.
Okay.
So I usually just start in the middle, and then I do the corners. And the thing with the corners is it's going to make your lips look bigger if you color in the entire corner. Yep. Because what it's doing is it's kind of like highlighting and contouring your face. You're kind of making things come out and making other things go in. So I want the corners to look a little smaller, and we're leaving the middle lighter, so it makes the lips look plump in the middle and nice and juicy. And that is gonna be your trick for getting a very beautiful, soft, naturally looking enhanced lip. But yeah, this trick is awesome because it's so easy to do, and it just kind of, it takes like 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and then you can just blend it in with your lip brush with the corners. So the line doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I think a lot of times with liners, people get scared because they think it needs to be this perfect line. And then you blend it in, and then you would just put the lipstick in the middle there. And then it just gives you that nice look.
Well, how do you discover the color to use? Because I've got so many colors, Ari, and then I buy them and bring them home. They don't look good.
Yeah. I think it's just, so it has to be your own personal preference as far as color palette, but I always look at the eyes, I look at the skin tone. If somebody has a lot of like yellow undertones or something like me, like I wouldn't necessarily want to do a ton of like pinks or like oranges or anything like that. So I like more of nude kind of tones. You have beautiful blue eyes. So I would, the opposite colors of your eyes is what's going to enhance them. So with you, anything that's like more coral or pink or has that red undertone is going to make your blue eyes look bluer.
Okay.
So it's little things like that, but then it's also personal preference. Like if you're tanner, you don't want to do colors that are too light because it's going to wash you out. So it's a couple of different things, but I think a good go-to tip is just to look at your own lip color and then do like one shade brighter than that, and it'll just be a natural flush.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.